It was hot and miserable and filthy, and it was the most sordid ordeal I have ever experienced. And I'm so grateful that I arrived alive out of there, because so many of them did not. After my second release, it was in December 1863, I could no longer go north. The Union Army banished me to south of the Potomac River. I was a woman alone in the city, Richmond, that I was not real familiar with, and I had no friends. My mother and my family were up in Martinsburg. My father had just died, and the Union would not let me go to his funeral. Now, I had suffered typhoid fever, had contracted typhoid fever when I was in the prison. I was very sick. I had lost a lot of weight. And for the first time in my life, I entered a very severe depression, which went on for several months. But another opportunity came which lifted the spirits of me. And that was, I could go to England and be somewhat of an ambassador for the Confederate cause. So the plans were made, all the issues, all the money was being presented for me to go to England. Of course, the problem is, to get there, I had to go to Boston, which is north of the Potomac. Now, although great details, great plans were made to protect me, I was captured. I was captured in the Chesapeake Bay, and once again, I was in the clutches of the Union forces. This was on May the 8th, 1864, which was the eve of my 20th birthday. The very next day, a young man, a young handsome man with a long flowing mane, walked aboard. Lieutenant Samuel Harding was to be my captor. And I thought, well, I do not mind these clutches. Lieutenant Samuel Harding and I became immediately infatuated with one another. And before long, he asked for my hand in marriage. Of course, I complied. And then I went to England, and I wrote my memoirs. Lieutenant Harding was the first of 3 husbands, and the first in as many careers, but he died shortly after we married. And I see that my time is running short. If you are interested in hearing more about me, I would invite you to the Cypress on October the 23rd from 10 to 12. Or, if you like, you can just purchase my book, my memoirs. It's still available in the local book dealers. Thank you so much for having me today.